Hi, it's me again. This is Allie's blog. If it's your first video, if not, then you know me already. Now I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to say I'm not gonna be able to do the Doctor Who thing like I promised, and it seems like I keep having to break my promises because of certain things coming up. For instance, the Jack skeleton thing I was gonna do. Well, I had done something before Halloween with talking about monster legends, the Frankenstein and Dracula ones. And my mother got mad because I showed off the kitchen a little. So she said only in my room or by a blank wall kind of thing where you can't see the scenery. So if I'm staying against a couch or sitting against a couch, that's one thing, but other than that, she probably would get mad at me. So until I figure something else out, the Jack Skellington thing's going to be on hold for a very long time. And then as well as with this doctor thing, I had finals last week, as well as I had gone to Medieval Times on Friday. I went to go see a play on Saturday, and then I had to work on Sunday. Now, surprisingly with that, I should be grateful I have 2 jobs right now, but one of them is just getting ridiculous. One of my my job required, the most we can have is 3 dishwashers, the minimum 2. But on Saturdays and Sundays, it gets very busy, like holidays. Excuse me. That's better. Sorry, just one moment. There we go. Anyway, and one of them didn't show up even though he was scheduled. Called in at the last minute, and it just was ridiculous because we also had one of our dishwashers break upstairs, which is one where we have to lift, close down, put stuff in, close down individually, while our downstairs one, you just put it in and it goes all the way through without having to the only thing you have to do is make sure that you pull it over so it doesn't get jammed if you put multiple ones in. And luckily enough, the person I worked with is very reliable. We were able to work, but I started at 8 o'clock, took very little time for myself, like 2 minutes tops. Sorry, I'm playing the screen. And we didn't get done until around 7. Like at 7 or 8 was when I got home. I can't remember. And I actually let him go take a break, or calm down and go upstairs to clean up, because we still have to clean up stuff from upstairs and put away stuff for upstairs, but it's just that we had so much to do, and it was so ridiculous that if it happens again, I don't know what's going to happen. Now, off the negative, and on to my main topic, it seems like now Pixar movies can come in sequels, trilogies, and series. That's what I'm going to call when there's 4 of them, series. And it doesn't mean that the sequels and etc. are bad, but that means there's more to it. For instance, I just found out that How to Train Your Dragon, which has a sequel coming out next year, has a TV series, as well as a couple of Christmas specials that go with that TV series. Turns out it's going to be a trilogy. Now if you put in How to Train Your Dragon, you can probably see from let's see, what was it called? If you go YouTube and go beyond the trailer, or look up How to Train Your Dragon and look for one that goes with that YouTuber, you'll find out that this is correct. Now it seems like a lot of them are coming in groups. For instance, we have Monsters Inc. as a trilogy. There's the prequel, which was the 3rd movie they did, which is I can't remember if it's Monster High or no, not Monster High. You know what I'm talking about. And then of course the first 2, which is the next one, which is Monsters Inc., which is actually their 1st movie. The only one then they did Cars 2, and The Lost Step with Mater, which is very popular. One of my cousins was very into it for a long time. Shrek series, Shrek 3D, which was the half in between 1 and Shrek 2, which if you only got in like a you can got. I don't know if you can still get it, but that one was very creepy because it had certain 3D effects that they did. Shrek 2, 3, and Forever After, which was the fourth one, which I haven't seen yet, which I will hope to. Finding Nemo, it seems like that's the only one that they have not remade yet. But I actually heard possibly that they might be making a sequel called Finding Dory. Now I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but we'll just have to see. So that means Ellen DeGeneres has been very busy then, if it is true. But it turns out that, like I said, that How to Train Your Dragon is going to be a trilogy. The first one was when he was an awkward preteen or teen. This one is where he's a proper kind of teen, like in his 18, 19 probably. Because it's supposed to be 5 years later, so I forgot how old he was in the first movie. Which I will watch again before I see How to Train Your Dragon 2, which I will try to beg my parents to let me go to see in theaters. Or at least or try to get my license so I can use the car to go see it. And then, of course, How to Train Your Dragon 3 will probably be when he's an adult and probably either leader of the tribe or whatever. Other than that, Winx is back on. Monster High's got a movie coming out in spring of 2014 called Fred's Camera Action, but they've already released 3 of the 4 new doll characters, which is Ethelbert, which is supposed to be, she knows Draculaura, Claudia Wolf, which is Claudine and Claude and Halloween's older sister. For some reason they didn't say Halloween's in some of the descriptions I've read around. And then Honey Swamp, which is supposed to be the daughter of the Honey Swamp monster, which I guess it's a New Orleans legend, and she's supposed to know Upper Ed. Now there's a 4th one called Viperine Gorgon, which is supposed to be one of the other 2 sisters of Medusa, so that means she's Deuce's cousin. But I haven't seen Deuce in any of the trailers or teasers, so I'm guessing, but they did, Cleo was the one who addressed her in those trailers. So, I don't know. I believe I did talk about Total Drama and Korra. RWBY, yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out what else I can talk about. If you guys are Grimm fans, they just had their hour season finale, mid-season finale, I should say. If you watched the second half, that was pretty cool because they did like an evil Santa Claus. And actually, my dad found a comic clip and that actually talks about him. It's like I didn't catch it the first time because they have so many there's so many names to so many things. The only one I remember is Blue Bond. That's the good thing. That's the only one I do need. And Hex and Beast, because those are the 2 main monsters that they talk about consistently right now. As well as then there's the mid-season finale of Once Upon a Time. Okay, if anyone from that knows me from Carbondale is watching this, mainly, you know who I'm talking about. You know who you are. If you haven't seen the mid-season finale, don't watch the rest of this video and go and finish watching the rest of the season, okay? Because I seriously don't want to give anything away to this one person, because somehow I got her into it when I was in Carbondale, and now but now I'm the one who's caught up, and she's the one who she needs to catch up. Anyway, now if you guys have seen the episode, it was a big shocker. Rumpel as well as Peter Pan died. Emma and Henry got fake memories, so now they can live their own lives. And the rest of the fairy book characters have went back to their world. Now, except for Hook, it looks like, because he's back and tried to help Emma remember. Now, if he's back, does that mean that some stuff has been undone? Or, as well as the big question, well, if you're a Rumpel fan, if they were able to, bring back, what the heck did I just do? If they went back to Storybrooke, did now I don't know about Pan, but did Rumpel go back? Because what happened to his stories then? What happened to him? because only certain characters can go back. For instance, or can go back already, or could be back now. For instance, I doubt that Cora's going to be back because now they have their own Queen of Hearts. Some stories do end where they can, some versions where they end where someone can die. So maybe that's what will happen with Rumple and Cora. But is the Huntsman going to be back? Because, I mean, he was those three actually are available characters, but one's already been replaced, so maybe the other two are. Well, I don't think anyone's going to be able to replace Rumpelstiltskin. And I actually was crying at the very end of that episode because it was like, no, Rumple! And it's like, I don't know why people make such a big deal about Rumpelstiltskin being weird. I actually like him. I like the actor. I like the character that the actor's playing right now. Both sides, Mr. Gold and Rumpelstiltskin. I mean, every time Rumpelstiltskin does that laugh, it just makes me giggle like a schoolgirl. I don't know why, but it just does. But, I mean, anytime Hook is actually being smug. I think the word I'm thinking of is the crossover between smug and sexy, which is smexy. I don't know if that's correct. You can comment down below and tell me if I'm wrong. But I also like him a lot, and I wish he would be with them instead of Neil. Sorry, Neil, I know you're Henry's dad, but I don't like that. The only reason why I like you is you're Rumple's kid. And then, but the thing is, I didn't like Charming, and I still don't. Yeah, he's Emma's father. Yeah, he's Prince Charming, but only certain princes really get me. I get. So I guess maybe I'm a storybook villain. Which actually brings me to my last thing, which I'm going to talk about before I go to, talking about what I'm probably going to be try to talk about during this winter break of mine. Ever After High had a special on Nickelodeon. Now I thought they were doing Legacy Day, but it turns out they were just doing the first two stories, which were Apple and Raven's split-off story, how it all started. Actually YouTube just Ever After High just put another one on as far as I'm concerned today. Sorry, I got really big kitchen. I really don't want to scratch it, so I'm trying to clean it off. Anyway, I'm hoping that now that it's winter break, they'll be doing more episodes for Ever After High. The question I have right now is, the Legacy Day was the big thing. You'd think that would be the end of the first chapter, and the next chapter would start with After Ever After High. No, the main storyline, Ever After High, the first two stories which Nick premiered, as well as Legacy Day, are like specials or important, but they aren't, I guess, part of the first chapter. But I guess but everything is all one chapter so far. That's about it. I'm gonna try to talk about different things. Yu-Gi-Oh, maybe. I actually got permission to talk about fanfiction writer on DeviantArt, which I'll probably talk about in my next episode, about some fanfictions that I got to read, and I'm actually reading two. Well, I started reading one, and I'm gonna read another one, the last one I want to read after that, and then I'll just go from there because I have until the week after my birthday, which is next month. Actually, would have been a month 3 days ago. After the week after my birthday is when I start school. So that's how much time I've got. So I'll try to pack in as much as I can, avoiding Sundays now, sadly, because of everything that's been going on. I'm hoping they fix that stupid upstairs washing machine. Anyway, that's it. Comment down below, click like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Tell me what your views on the How to Train Your Dragon trilogy is, as well as Once Upon a Time, and all the other stuff I was talking about. And tell me what you're interested in Yu-Gi-Oh, because I'm really trying to, other than certain groups that I might talk about, I'm going to be trying to do that. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.